Alright, we're back. Gonna be drinking a classic. We got some Chimay. And this is a Trappist ale. So we kind of see down in here, authentic Trappist product. And so this is a ale, a Belgian ale. They got a nice write up on the back there if you're unfamiliar. It's a quick little dive into what Trappist is. Basically, Trappist monks make the ales. Maybe I could just rattle some of this off. The registered trademark Trappist certifies that this ale was brewed within the walls of an existing Trappist monastery under the control of Trappist community. A major part of the sales and revenue, whatever, used by the monks go to support charitable works, and so on and so forth. So, Belgian beer made by Trappist monks. And the good thing about moving the bottle opener into the den is that it's right there for easy access. Crack that up. That was a nice, snappy, crisp crack right there. Let's go ahead and pour some of this into our frame glass. Never gets old. I used to drink these when I first got into craft beer. I barely turned 21, and I was exploring all different types of styles. And this is one of the ones that I tried that I went back to for a little while. I had a nice little stint where I was drinking a lot of Belgian beers. So I let this sit out. It's cool, but not cold. Very nice. Sweet, malty, just this mellow roast. It's about medium viscosity. Like, I wouldn't describe this as overly chewy, but it's not thin either. Beautiful beer. It's not, if you've had other Belgian ales, this one doesn't have that signature like Belgian yeast, those esters and whatnot. It's not as prominent. Maybe it's because I'm used to drinking it in more craft offerings, but this is definitely more mellow on that Belgian DNA. But it's very, very nice. Like that sweetness makes it easy to enjoy. All right, and onward to Sweden with the Matti Lindholm shaving supplies. This one is the Black Ossa Spirit, black pepper, basil, and lime. And so this is Matti Lindholm's shaving soap that he makes. It's about a 4 to 5 out of 10. Clean, fresh, bright, that sort of scent. A little bit of citrus, a little bit of basil, and the black pepper as well. Perfectly nice scent. Could be worn year-round, inoffensive. It's just pleasant, you know what I mean? And Matti's soap is a damn good soap. So, we got the 3D printed lathering bowl. This was done by Roger Quintero Designs. He designed it. Tony Dellett added a few bumps and then printed it. So, cool stuff. This here is the Brochas Druida, and this has the beautiful Brochas Druida handle with a turn and shave V3 badger knot on top. This one was gifted to me by Jack from the Virtual Groomroom, and the shaving bowl was actually gifted to me by Marion the Barbarian. So, go figure. And Marion is actually who I picked up Matti's shaving soap from here stateside. Pretty sure the word has gotten out. That's where you get Matti's soaps when you're in the U.S. or outside of Europe. But if you haven't heard, Marion the Barbarian on YouTube, on Instagram, Marion Hickson on Facebook. I think he likes to be emailed, which if you watch his YouTube, you could definitely get his email from his videos where he uses or talks about Matti Lindholm products. I think he prefers to be emailed, but I mean, if you absolutely had to go another route, I'm sure he'd still get you some Matti Lindholm products or some straight razors, some shaving brushes. Matti's soap is one hell of a soap. When you read that ingredients list, you think, this could probably be some Etsy special that you blind buy and absolutely hate. But when it arrives, you lather it up and you shave with it, you realize that Matti has really done something here with such simplistic ingredients that perform so well. And so, it's just hats off. Literally, soy wax, coconut oil, shea butter, water, essential oils, and credits. Here I'm going to be using the Friodur. This one is 472. I don't know if that came into focus or not. It's got that beautiful spine work. I always like to show that because that's my favorite part. It's a nice big square point. The pins are nice and tight. The edge is nice and sharp. I absolutely love this razor. Zero effort cutting through those whiskers. It's just, the soap is slick, the edge is sharp. For me, it sits really comfortably in my hand. And I absolutely love stropping with this thing as well. I don't know what it is about it, but it strops very, very nicely. Let me get this initial bit of lather off. Just had a very nice mail call after an absolutely hectic day. Just seems to be the norm, like Friday or Saturday. Just seems to be the norm where my coworkers call in. We don't really have the people to cover them. And so we're shorthanded on the busiest day of the work week. And it never fails. Then when we're shorthanded, that's when we are the busiest. And today really didn't disappoint to keep with that trend. We have one person away on, she's a training instructor. So she travels to other cities to do training for new hires or people moving to different departments. She goes and trains. So that one was kind of like, we knew it was coming. We scheduled for it. We have the people to cover it. But then we had, what was it? We had one call-in, and when the backup was called and notified that, hey, so-and-so called in, we're going to need you to cover their shift. That person received that message, and about 5 minutes later decided to call in as well. So we're down 3, and this is where we are basically like 1 under the norm. Not to mention, we had a fellow retire recently, so we're literally like 1 under the norm today. So we are quite literally shorthanded, and it is just busy as all get out. I'm brand new to passports, and passports galore every day of the week, but especially on Mondays. Oh, every special kind of idiot arrived at the same time. It's just people that were bringing in 100 packages, holding up the line. Just all kind, like the perfect shitstorm. So it was a fun day. It was a fun day today. Just non-stop, 11 hours straight. Busy, 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 busy. Frustrated, busy. So when I got off, got a couple mail calls, got some dinner. I finally got to unwind, so that was nice. And definitely enjoying a nice shave, nice beer. That does wonders. Definitely does wonders. Let's get a little bit more of this. It's funny, I approach this shaving bowl totally different than my Lancaster. It has higher, sharper ridges than my Lancaster, and I find soap quite easily gets trapped in the ridges on this one, and I often have like leftover product trapped in that shaving bowl, and so I've completely changed the way that I use that shaving bowl compared to my Lancaster. In my Lancaster, I spread the soap out as thin and covering as much ground as I possibly can, so that when my brush goes over the top of it, it gets easily incorporated into the lather. But on this one, since my soap gets easily lost in those nooks and crannies, and it's more hassle than it's worth to get it out, what I've began doing is the old put a big ass blob in the middle of the bowl and just whittle it down method, which I hate that method in my Lancaster bowl, but it works all right in this 3D printed bowl. So I guess the nature of your shave bowl could definitely have an impact on your method of lathering. In my case, I use 2 completely opposite methods. Anyhow, against the grain. It's funny because even the look of this lather from Matti's soap, it even looks like dense and creamy. It'd be one thing if it was like not dense and it was just slick, but it was kind of airy. It'd be one thing if it was like that. It'd be kind of like, all right, not necessarily super impressive. But it's dense, it's slick, creamy, it feels luxurious. It's so inexpensive. I think it used to be like $10, and now in the now that it's in jars, I think it's like $13. for just under 3 ounces of soap. It's like I don't have nothing to complain about. It's good value, great soap, pleasant scents. Nothing to be mad at, in my opinion. It was funny, I was watching Maddie do a extreme menthol shave. He's been kind of experimenting with menthol levels in his shave soap. I think he's gonna have a menthol release in the future. And he mentioned getting a menthol grinder, and he didn't mention which one it was or where he got the inspiration, but he made the clicker motion. He made the clicker motion. So I'm not gonna take credit. I don't know if he got it from me, but he was like, I got a grinder that dispenses like this. And I was like, if he gets one of my one of the bougie chill mills that I bought, I'm gonna be thrilled. I saw Lee from, he's one of my subscribers and supporters, and he has a Instagram where he shows off beer and shave of the days and home brewing stuff. It's Lee Brewed. It's a awesome play on words. But he picked up a menthol grinder reminiscent of the one I got. And I was just thrilled. I was like, yes, people are finally picking up the bougie chill mill. And enjoying it. So, I don't know. That sort of thing just, when they take my recommendation and enjoy it, it really, it just brings happiness, you know what I mean? I'm happy to see it. Alright, let me move the razor to the side, keep that at a safe distance. Let's get some water on the face. The post-shave on Maddie's soap for me is where it's just kind of average. I don't think there's a whole lot of effort to have a competitive post-shave feel. That's where it's kind of no frills nature really shows itself. Kind of sets itself apart from the soaps of old and the modern competitive shaving soap brands. I'm not saying it leaves me feeling dried out or anything like that, but it's just kind of like a neutral feel, you know? So, not bad, but not great on the post-shave. But as far as the performance and luxurious feel, I think it's A1. Alright, let's get some of these suds off. Then we'll finish with a little bit of post-shave. This is a soap that doesn't have an accompanying post-shave aftershave. Post-shave aftershave. So you gotta kind of mix and match. This is where those a la carte pickups shine. If you have some aftershaves that don't have a matching soap or anything like that, this is where those a la carte aftershaves come in. So, I'm going to clean up my area. This is where I got the Shannon sitting out on the counter. Shannon's Piña Colada. Got this the other week. Got a quality restrictor on it. This is a witch hazel based aftershave. It's got a milky consistency, but not a milky color. And it's a bright, ripe pineapple scent with a little bit of coconut creaminess. Very nice. It warms the skin a little bit. I think that fruitiness is where the center of any fragrance burn comes with me. Is that fruitiness. I didn't feel a burn, but it definitely got warm for a minute. Alright. That will do it for me. So, cheers guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely did. I needed it. But thank you for all the support. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.